Doesn't know what to do. I've done it in 8 months.
So what we're just talking about doing a Chinese tonight, but we haven't been to the shop. That's our list. So Diane said, "I have a Chinese tonight," so we've got only a few eggs, and she wants a Foo Young, and she wants egg fried rice. Need more than that eggs.
It's eggy, isn't it?
We're just making it with whatever we've got lying about. She wants a chicken Foo Young, so just chop some pepper. I'm going to do a green pepper as well.
Also, this is not actually an old video, guys. This is a new one. This is actually 2023 and not 2021 or 2022.
No, it's a new video.
Yeah.
And we're on the fens at the moment, on the middle level.
You can't say that. This is coming out before the other videos.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh God, so we can't even say that.
You can, but no one knows where we are.
So we're just chopping these up like that. That's it. No special rhyme or reason way of doing it. You can do it however you like. But, so
what type of Chinese are you making?
Chicken Foo Young, like I said. Diane's got some carrots left over because they chopped too many the other day. So rather than use new carrots, I'm just going to use a few of these. I only put a bit of carrot in just for a bit of crunch.
Yeah, I don't know why Mum cut that many carrots.
But we got no bean sprouts or anything like that. But we have got plenty of other things. There's no law what you put in the Chinese. I do like pak chu and now pak choy. Carrot fairly thin because otherwise it won't cook. This will cook quicker than the carrot. So that's enough carrot. I've got red onions, so it's all about colour as well. Rather than white onions, I've got red onions. And we chop them rustically, like you'd get in a proper Chinese. Keep that separate. So I cut them nice and rustic, so you don't have to cut them any particular way. I like quite chunky vegetables in Chinese. Go that way with them. Like that. And then we're going to get a bit of garlic now. You can use fresh garlic, or you can use garlic powder. I like fresh garlic. And fresh ginger, but we haven't got any today. Right, so we're just going to chop up some garlic. I just push down with the knife like that and split it and then take the husk off. Just chopping the garlic up a little bit finer than the rest. You can use pestle mortar or chopped garlic you can get from the shops. Now we're going to put our wok on. Just going to use this today. Don't have it too hot, like you have in the Chinese restaurant. Oil. First thing that will go in is the onions, garlic, and I put the carrots in as well. I do the same when I do chips. I put one chip in the oil, and I can tell when it's hot enough. Some recipes I don't put the garlic in first because it can...
Oh, that was a bit rude, wasn't it?
I don't know who that is. My phone's ringing. Now this is all, well, it's seared down, what we call seared. So we're going to add a little bit of water to it now. Turn it up a bit. In a Chinese restaurant they have all this in bowls in front of them, lined out. And whatever someone orders, they put it all in and cook it really quick. But we're just doing it slower here and showing you. So we've got onions and garlic in there, a little bit of oil, and now we've got a little tiny bit of oil, so we start the steaming process.
Water.
Yeah, that's what I mean, water. Now we're putting some carrots in, because they take a bit longer to cook. So we're going to cook the veg separate and make the sauce separate, and we'll cook the meat separate. You don't have to. You can throw it all in if you want speed, but I'm just showing you the way I like to do it. I always keep plenty of soy sauce. This is dark soy sauce. You can use light, but I like the dark stuff because it's got a bit more salty. So I don't add salt to this really. I just add that. It's got lots of salt. Some hoisin sauce. Just a drop to start with. Like I say, if you haven't got hoisin sauce, you don't have to use it. I just like to use it in my Foo Young hoisin. Now that's thickening up. And I add the peppers. So, however long it takes your vegetables to cook, you've got to go down. Mushrooms take 2 minutes, so they'll go in last. So we're not worried about the mushrooms at the moment. Right, now it's getting a bit thick. We're going to add a bit more water to it. And it's not just about oil this, it's about steam and oil, the two together. Now you can, I like to put chicken stock in. You don't very much with Indian food. Use much stock, but in Chinese you do. This is chicken stock cube, but you can use vegetable. You can add it to water first. I just break it up and put it in. See those lovely colours. You can imagine some fresh pak choy in there now, couldn't you, or some bean sprouts. But look, we've just made this from scraps that we got lying about. Turn that down now, let that simmer a little bit. Because that's just near enough cooked as we want it now. So we're going to break up some eggs now. I'm going to have to use all these eggs. A Foo Young is basically like a Chinese omelette really. Now I add salt and pepper to this to flavour the egg. Black pepper or white pepper? I prefer black pepper. Probably about half a teaspoon of salt, that's it. Don't add any milk to this. Give it a good whisk. Now we're going to taste this, see what it tastes like, see if I need to add anything. Yeah, like I said, it's very salty. Now I add sugar to this. This is what you'll get in a Chinese shop. So that's probably about 3 or 4 tablespoons of sugar. If you don't want sugar, you can use sweetener, or you can use honey, or golden syrup I have in here as well. Sometimes I use that. So that is, I'm happy with that flavour now. Now there's a little sly trick that I use as well, and the Chinese restaurants use gallons of this stuff. Tomato sauce, if you want it to taste a bit like a good squirt of that in there. Now's the time to add powdered ginger, because we haven't got fresh. Don't add it in at the beginning, it will burn. So about a tablespoon of that. And I normally add Chinese 5 spice, but I haven't got any at the moment today. So I'm going to cheat and use a bit of Cajun. So this is how you cheat. Cajun has got a lot of Chinese spices in there. It's got like coriander and other bits and pieces in there. So just a little bit of that. And you can smell it. It's almost Chinese smell. So that's how we cheat. There's no law about Chinese food, but it will probably end up tasting better than what you get in a Chinese shop, and you know what you put in it. So now what I do is I take it off, put it into a container. So this is the sort of thing you can prep up during the day. Nearly spilled it everywhere then. The sort of thing that you can prep up in the day, cook that, cook your meat, and then at the end of the day throw it all together. So the pan's back on, the wok's back on. Don't have to use a wok, but I prefer it. A little bit more oil. You can see I've left it like this because there's flavour in there. Don't want to lose all that flavour and wash it out. And now I've got to use only a little bit of this egg, because some of it will be for an egg fried rice. So this is like your omelette bit now. Put that in. And we're just going to cook this off. But we're going to add a little bit of this. Speckled in there, and some of the flavours. So this is your omelette. This is the Foo Young part of it. And what I'm doing now is I'm breaking the stuff that's cooked underneath and letting the egg that's not cooked go underneath. It's basically how you make an omelette. Diane's favourite this is, egg Foo Young. Chicken Foo Young, anything Foo Young with Diane. I'll get a plate for this, come off in a minute. Don't want to overcook it because it will go back into being cooked in a minute. That's nice. Just go around the edge, make sure it comes off alright. Perfect. Onto the plate. You can do it like this if you want. Easier way of doing it. And it's on, out. And then that will go underneath all that. Nice. And now we're going to cook the meat. So that's two things you could prep up in the day, put in the fridge, ready for your Chinese in the evening. Microwave on a narrowboat. We're just defrosting the meat, we keep it in the freezer under there. When we decide what we want for dinner, sometimes we have to defrost it. Okay, we're just using chicken leg today. And I've just de-skinned it. Cats like the skin anyway. Just taking the meat off the bone. God, I thought that was a boat going past fast, and it was a lorry. So if you don't want to have to do all this, then just buy already diced. Nice and hot, meat's going in. Hot oil. That's salt going in there now. I'm still using the wok with the flavours from earlier, so we haven't had to do any washing up yet. That's pepper. Nice and hot for the meat, just how quick it takes to cook the meat. Now you got the rice now. Rice off now for the fried rice. Salt the rice. Got the induction. Apart from Diane breaking. Right, that's our meat cooked. Turn that off now. So that's our sauce, our egg Foo Young omelette, and our meat. So that's done. That'll all come together. Now we just got to boil this rice off, and we'll make some
egg fried rice.
Egg fried rice. Sorry. To be honest, it's not going to be very good egg fried because we haven't got that many eggs. Probably about 3 eggs in there. I use a lot more than that. So the pan's hot again. A little tiny bit of oil in there. Put the egg in first, like we did with the Foo Young. So we're just letting this cook off. Now while that's doing that, we add the rice to the top of it, and then we just leave it. Egg fried rice. Now that egg at the bottom should be just catching nicely now. We leave it as long as we can. See, it's starting to catch now, and then we get a spatula underneath and start turning it. Scraping it off a bit. And as you can see, you get an egg fried rice. It's easy, really. Now I always add some of this soy sauce. Plenty of that goes in. And you can add whatever. You can add onions to it, spring onions to it. Josh likes peas in his.
Right.
Peas there. What was that? Turn it down a little bit now. Don't leave it that high. Let's add butter to it. We haven't got any.
Should do.
Some proper butter. I like real butter in it. Let the butter break down. I also like to add some Chinese little bit of Chinese 5 spice to this, but I haven't got any. See, now there should be more egg in it, but it's better than nothing. We're using up what we got. I'll put the mushrooms in the top of the sauce when we cook that in a minute. It's easy to make egg fried rice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not hard. What people do is they put the egg in and then just mix it all of a sudden, but you've got to let the egg cook at the bottom, put the rice on top and then stir it in. That butter's melting down now. Nice buttery flavours. It's best to use cold rice as well, so when I boiled this rice off, I cooled it down a bit. Have a taste.
Buttery, buttery.
A little bit of butter in it's nice. You can cook it longer and longer and longer if you want, but that will do us. In wok from the beginning to the end. So we haven't had we haven't had to wash this up at all. And I'm just scraping the bottom now, so I don't have to wash it again. Keep those flavours in. Little crispy bits of rice. Mushrooms in at the top, just chuck them in. That's our sauce that we made. And that's our meat in. Let that cook down. Get our plates out. Like warm plates really, but haven't got the oven on today. This you can warm up
in a
warm oven or just in the bottom of a pan again. God, what's going on here? I'm just going to warm it up in the microwave. That's warming up already, look at that. We don't want to overcook it. It's already cooked. Just warming it through. Rice is hot and done. All this over here is for my Chinese in a minute. My chow mein. We haven't got much egg, but that's how we do it. That's your egg there. And this is our sauce that goes over the top. Josh hasn't got much, but I'll give you more sauce. Now we've got our egg fried rice put on. Diane, your dinner. Don't know how much Mum would want. I'll see what she says.
Ooh, looks nice, doesn't it?
Yours is the end one there with a bit more egg on it.
Egg Foo Young?
We didn't have quite
Chicken
enough.
Foo Young? Oh,
Special Foo Young. We didn't have enough.
special Foo Young.
We could have done with a few more eggs, but we did it.
Oh, okay.
We
That's
did our
nice. I'll give it a little taste.
Narrowboat cupboard scroungers.
You didn't get a lot there, did you?
No.
Oh, what happened there?
Down the hatch.
Nice. Very tasty.
There's some more rice there, but I'll probably have some of my dinner. Yeah, I'm just cooking my dinner now, guys. But thanks for watching, and that's our kitchen cupboard scrounge dinner again. So bits and pieces we get left over that you can use up. But like I said, it's really easy. You can prep it up in the day and then warm it up in the night when you're ready. If you're cooking for someone that's coming round or coming back from work. So, thanks for watching.